Hi, Leo. Welcome back. Welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back here. I posted a video for you guys earlier, and there was no audio because my mic was not on. It's happened to me more than once, but I usually don't post them because I listen to them first. Unfortunately, I waited to post it until I was at the park, and I couldn't really hear, and I just trusted that it was fine. It was not. Anyways, all right, you guys get another reading. Before we jump into the reading, we are going to be using the singing bowl to clear any lingering energies that need to be cleared so we can have a very crisp connection to each other, to spirit, to the divine, God, whatever label you want to put on it. If there are any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light you would like to call in at this time, please feel free to do that now. The more, the merrier. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, we are going to do our trusty Celtic cross with our tarot and then do a few oracle cards for clarification, kind of just get a full rounded picture of what's going on for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. The moon crossed by the Two of Swords. I'm actually going to scoot that over here. Excuse me, something feels very unknown to you right now, very hidden even. It could feel like there's a lot of secrets being kept from you. Maybe you are the one that is kind of keeping others in the dark, kind of. Oh my God, I'm so sorry I keep doing that. I'm not used to being this close to the leg of my desk. Okay, good. Okay. You could just be holding your cards really close to your chest at this time, not really wanting, not really wanting to give too much away or talk too much about what's going on in your life, what you have going on, what you've been up to. I just feel like maybe you're keeping things a little bit more close to your chest is really the only thing that I'm getting from this. You're not laying all your cards on the table right now. You might not be opening up to people. Maybe you have a lot going on. There's a lot that you're dealing with and processing, but you're not necessarily talking to anyone about it right now. And it could have people wondering, like, what's going on with Leo? Why are they being like, it's not your usual self to not be open and expressive. You're very open, right? You love to like be around people and express and tell stories and just like be, right? This is different for you. This is it could be because we are in Cancer season. This is very Cancerian energy, so you could be feeling that right now, wanting to just kind of process and move through phases without having to include everyone, without having to put on a show, without having to explain or give away too much detail. I feel like you're working hard kind of by yourself. What's crossing you right now? The Two of Swords. You don't want to make a decision about something. You're very like needing to make a decision so you can make progress, but I don't think you have like a clear answer for like which direction you want to go. You need to make a decision, like, do I stay at this job? Do I stay in this relationship? Do I move on? Do I take this job opportunity? It's like you don't want to make a decision, so you're just kind of staying put, stagnating even. And that is never a good, stagnation is not good for anybody. But especially when we're in a water season. Yeah. You could also have a Cancer moon, Pisces moon, I'm getting as well. Recent past. We have the Lovers. You could have a really, really, really strong, intimate, loving connection with someone. This King of Wands that is in your near future is looking directly at this situation. This could be your person, a King of Wands. This could also be you, Leo energy, very masculine fire. Looking, like reflecting back on this situation, it could have been like a blip on the radar. Didn't last very long, but it was really intense and it was really passionate and it was really fiery and beautiful and loving. But now it's like, I feel like it's kind of, that time has passed. Maybe you are the one that is closed off. That's adorable. Okay. These two cards came out in the last reading. If you go back and you, oh, well, I think I took it down. But these two cards were in these exact same spots in the last reading. So this message is for you. These needed to come out very clearly. Let me grab my next deck. I feel like for right now, this is very much, okay. This is you needing to make a decision. Are you going to continue on this path, or are you going to choose a different route? Maybe another partner, remain single. You need to make a decision though. This is very, very repeatedly coming through, like a crossroads. And it's interesting because the crossroads that I'm being shown, there's a lot of options. So that could be why it's even more. It's not just like there are two possible outcomes, there are two possible options. I'm getting a lot of different options and opportunities, and I feel like you just want to pick something to focus on and put your energy into and grow and solidify. I will say also in the last reading, it was heavy on the like investor, stocks, day trading. All of those things were a strong theme of the last video. So if that is something that you've been like thinking about tinkering with, kind of like this piques my interest, this could be something that I'm really good at. I feel like you have an innate talent for this, like you're naturally gifted at trading. I don't know if you have like really good intuition about when to buy, when to sell, what to pick up, like what you actually invest in, but I feel like you have very good luck, as it were. It's not luck, it's an actual gift that you have. If that is an option, if that is one of the multiple things that is an option for you right now, I would heavily suggest that you explore that and you kind of tap into it and see what's there, because it's definitely very prominent here. That Ace of Pentacles energy is what I'm getting, what I'm getting from that, and what I picked up on in your last reading that I did. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Goodness. Okay, dog flipped out twice, and now it's on the bottom of the deck with coffin. Sorry, I didn't mean to cover my face. We'll get to it. We will get to it. Let's get back to our near future. The King of Wands. This is very strong energy, very much knows what he wants, goes after it. I say he because king, masculine presenting, does not have to be the gender of this person. But very focused. In a different manner than like a king of Capricorn. King of Capricorn, what? King of Pentacles. Sorry, that is who comes to mind when I think of King of Pentacles. The difference is this is like an idea man, someone who has the passion and like the big picture, the overall view, the vision to execute and to make things successful. Whereas King of Pentacles is more like paperwork, practicalities, very mundane day-to-day details. This is someone who is like higher level, passion driven, but has that same focus and that same drive and that same stability that the King of Coins has. I feel like this is you right now. If you felt a little bit stagnant, like you've lost your focus, like you've lost your way a little bit, which is again very atypical of you. I feel like Leo's very, maybe not easily, I'm not really sure, but most of the Leos that I know are very energetic and very upbeat and optimistic and positive and bright and sunny and lovable, and you know what I mean, like just very beautiful, fun people to be around. If you have not been in that energy, if you've been in a little bit more like, I don't necessarily want to be social, I don't really want to go out, I don't really want to be seen. Weird, right? Doesn't want to be seen. Weird. But I feel like because we are currently in, Venus is currently in Leo right now, that could be helping you regain some of this like innate Leo confidence that comes with being the king of the jungle, the king of wands. That is you. This is your energy that you're coming back into. And you're protected. If you see the salamander down here, this is like, don't be weary of your fire. Don't be afraid to go through the fire, walk on fire, yield, wield, all of the things of fire, because you are protected. Salamanders represent protection from fire. All right, let's move on to wow, I don't even know what the fuck I was about to say. Your conscious mind, your mind space right now. 3 of Pentacles. Months of the year, December. All right, we're going to get one more to go with December. December is a timing card. So let's see, what about December? That might be what this is like now until December. This is what's going to be unfolding for you. Some of these things might be happening for you in December, or be made very clear to you in December. But on your mind right now, you're thinking about like who you want on your team, who you want to, you could be, wow, you could be launching a new business idea, a new app I'm getting as well. And so it's like, who do I want on my team to help me? You're the one that is now putting together. I feel like you've always been a little bit of like, not a supporting role, but maybe like working for other people, or helping other people build their things, or kind of behind the scenes roles. I feel like now you're in front of the scenes, putting yourself out there. This could be like putting your face on the brand instead of just making it like nobody really knows who the owner is. If that, I don't, does that make sense? Like very up front and center, just front and center. You're the one calling the shots. You're the one putting together the team. So now that's like the majority of your thoughts right now are who is going to be on that team. And that is like overall, not just in work, but also in relationships, friendships, families. Like, who is on my team? Who do I want on my team? And who isn't really for me? You know, it's taking stock and it's moving all the pieces to this. is very heavy. I come back to work because of the pentacles. It's very career, it's very work energy that it carries, and more so now than ever, this is really speaking to a project. Again, one of many streams of income, I feel like, for you. But your start claw flipped out twice. So be, I don't even know what it said, honestly. I can't remember. I'm only asking for one more card, so I'm not going to take those, but one just fell out. So let's go ahead. Firecracker. Okay, excitement. Interesting. That's what I feel like people describe you as. Like when people talk about you, when they describe your personality, um, you're a firecracker. You are just a lot of fun. You bring a lot of excitement. You're very noticeable. You get a lot of attention, um, in really positive, exciting ways. Not like negative, hateful, nothing like that. Nothing like that. In your subconscious, this is where your mind wanders to when it's kind of on autopilot. This is what is heavy, like in your dream space, when your subconscious kind of takes over. Ace of Pentacles. This is what brought up in the last reading, the stocks, in the day trading, and the multiple streams of income, and solidifying these things. I feel like you deep down have an innate ability, it's a mouthful, to see things that are going to make money. You can see opportunity where others may not. You can see it easily where it might take others like days, weeks, months, years to execute something, or to go for it. Go for it. Go forward with it, to choose a path and to like do it really, really well. This could also speak to something that's typically harder for other people. Again, starting a business. You could be like a serial entrepreneur and you have a ton of successful businesses. So it's kind of like your default mode to see opportunity and to see ways to bring in more money, to multiply your money, to multiply your streams of income. Advice from Spirit at this time. You have the Seven of Wands. That's like, excuse me, need to hydrate. It's hot. Seven of Wands speaks to speaks to the need to protect yourself, to kind of keep your guard up, which defending yourself is another way to look at this card. Your actions, your ideas, your plans. I don't feel like you're having to do this right now, and I don't think you will have to if you don't overshare. And I feel like you're already in that energy anyway, so that's not something that will be very hard for you. Just continue to operate like that. Continue to move kind of like not secretive. That's not the right word, but just don't put it all out there yet. Solidify it a little bit more. Nurture it a little bit more. So you don't have to defend it, because the proof will be in the pudding. It will already be making money. So if someone comes to you, say a spouse, partner, parent, sibling, whatever, and they're like, well, that'll never work. Don't waste your money on that. Don't waste our money on that. Don't blah 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 blah. There's not going to be any of that to put kind of this doubt or this fear in you if you just don't talk about it until it's like, well, it's already doing the thing and it's already not a waste of money, so I'm gonna do it. Energies around you. The Knight of Pentacles. I mean, things could feel just kind of like meh, kind of boring, not really great, not really bad, just kind of like another day, right? Maybe that's how you explain when people ask you, like, how's your day going? Like, how's your week been? How's your whatever? Meh, it's fine. It's a week. You know, I feel like that's the energy that maybe has been kind of not taking over you, but just you definitely have picked up on it and maybe even adopted it a little bit, because that's what this indicates, is the energy that is available to us to tap into and utilize. Um, Obviously, collective energies are not always going to be the best. People's headspaces are going to be like in different places. Sometimes the energy could feel really good, really uplifting, really magical, really all of these things. Other times it's going to feel heavier. It's going to feel a little bit um, slower, even. It's a very slow moving energy, someone who takes a very long time to do certain things, most things. In this case, it's like an offer of money. He has this pentacle that he's wanting to spend, but he's not moving. You can tell most of the knights are on the move on their horses. This knight is the only one that is standing still. It is earth energy. Earth energy is very slow moving. That is your Capricorn, Virgo. Oh, wow. That is the biggest brain fart. Taurus. I am so sorry if any of you are Taurus and you're watching this because of your placement is Leo anywhere else. This is, I want to say, I should probably say this in the beginning of the video, but for Leo, all placements, sun, moon, rising, wherever you have strong Leo and you feel called to this reading, it is for you. Hopes and fears for you at this time. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the mic. Hopefully it's on. The Magician. You want to be able to call into your life any and everything that you can dream up, any and everything that you could desire, wish for. You want to have all of the tools at your disposal. And that kind of goes hand in hand with this Three of Pentacles for me right now, because it's like you just want all of the pieces of the puzzle to come together so you can execute an idea. I feel like you have something that is like really huge that you've been thinking about doing. You might have just like literally recently had the inspiration for it and you're so fired up to get it done, to get it taken care of, to start it, to manifest it, that you're just like kind of chomping at the bit a little bit. I was gonna say that rhymes, but it doesn't. It was literally the same word. So okay. Outcome for you, the Ace of Pentacles. So much love, and like my cup runneth over. In this specific situation, it's just one cup, but I feel like you have multiple. You have two aces here, by the way. So starting over, finishing out cycles and completing cycles, moving on to new ones, maybe wrapping up an old project and jumping into a new one that you're really, really, really excited about, and also very passionate about. Very like it evokes such a warm, loving feeling within you. It's just like it's hard to ignore and it's hard not to get excited about. December is one of the tea leaf cards that came out, also Firecracker, but I already talked about Firecracker. I really just feel like that is maybe even your nickname. You could have red hair, I'm getting. So you've got red hair a few times showing up. Sagittarius, you could be a Sagittarius. Sun sign, moon. Yeah. December is significant. Whether that is this happening in December, sorry, I got a little bit lost in this card. It's an interesting card to come out with this reading. We're just going to read about it. Card number 8. Ending, death, transformation, sad times. That's why I was a little bit like, where did that come from? I don't see that literally anywhere in this reading, but that's okay. Maybe that's what December is. Maybe this is like the cycle. Right now you're in a really really bubbly, lovely, bright space. But come December, it might get a little bit like seasonal depression. Might need to be in the sun, get some vitamin D, extra stuff like that. From Snow White, the Brothers Grimm version, we see her coffin draped for mourning. The coffin card is about death. When you see this card, remember that Snow White's youthful life with the dwarves stopped here. Her new adult life will begin when she is awakened by the prince. There was a great deal of sadness when her 7 companions found Snow White dead. They placed her in a glass coffin so that this is so weird to me. So that they could mourn her while still seeing her beautiful face. Okay. The prince's cloak drapes the coffin because his love alone can revive Snow White. When she awakens, she has been transformed into a princess. Never forget that old ways must end before change and progress occur. Where the coffin appears in your spread indicates something coming to an end. Hmm. This can be an actual death, but this card also suggests the idea of letting things go. A good question for this card is, what changes need to happen in your life? Look for where you can best affect that needed change. Well, okay, that was very much out of left field, and maybe I shouldn't have even taken it because it did fall as I was putting it back in the deck and I didn't have time to shuffle, but we're going to go with it because it's already out, it's already here. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you all so very, very much. Thanks for bearing with my quirkiness. If you came back from the last reading without any sound, thank you so much for being here, for showing up again. I love you all so very much. And I'll see you next time when it's Leo season. Bye.